Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it in everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the Chicago Bulls 119-113 last night on the road. Star Zion Williamson may have had his best game yet, and I wanted to take a look, so let's get into the film. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And Zion Williamson in this game had 21 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds on 10 for 14 shooting in just 23 minutes. He damn near had a point per minute, and this was his 9th game of the season. In the first 8 games, he's been averaging 22.7 and a half rebounds, 5 assists on 46% shooting, which is not like Zion. We know Zion to be one of the more efficient players in the NBA because he scores primarily in the paint. He had the season, 2 or 3 seasons ago, where he averaged 27 points on 60% shooting, and it may be tough for him to get back there, but Zion is a really good player, and it's just nice to see him back on the court with some semblance of what he used to be. So here on the Pelicans' first offensive possession of the game, they run something for him so he can get an ISO on Patrick Williams. He gets downhill like he always does, but the step back midi was really good to see. It's still in the paint, but it's just another variety of shot for Zion. And the most impressive thing to me in this game, well, there was a couple really impressive things. Of course, he's a guy that's going to score, he's going to be athletic, but his passing and his on-ball defense and just the sheer activity I saw from Zion. I expected him to be in not this great of a shape coming back from that injury, right? There's always been talk about him, in his contract. He has the weight thing, the body mass index thing in his contract. Like, he came back from this injury in great shape. Now, he's still on a minutes restriction. He still isn't the Zion that we used to see, but on ball, he had 5 steals in his last game against the Celtics, and he's just been really active defensively here, getting turnover. And it was just super obvious in this game that Zion Williamson was like getting back to himself. Again, his last game against the Celtics, he had 5 steals, but he wasn't that great scoring the ball. But in this game, again, 10 for 14, and that quick first step, like Zion, people don't really think about it like this, but Zion is an actual unicorn. Like, when people say, oh, he's a unicorn, they think about really tall guys that can shoot, that can move. We have never seen a player that's Zion weight that moves the way that he does, and that is this athletic. The closest thing to this is what, Charles Barkley, but even Charles was not this athletic. Like, Zion is a once-in-a-generation athlete. I think people use the word generational way too often. Zion at his peak athleticism is an athlete we have never seen at that weight. So I think he is definitely a unicorn. Now, 2 years ago, he might have dunked that for some reason, but here, the quick first step against Patrick Williams goes to the defense for the layup. All right, so we have Zion showing his athleticism again. You see him right in the corner. He's lining this up this entire time. He thinks Jose's going to shoot right there, so he runs in, he stops, slows down, nobody boxes him out, and he gets the putback jam. And then again, the activity defensively almost gets a steal here on the deflection at the end of the first quarter. So in this game, I really loved the intentionality that the Pelicans put on getting Zion easy looks and getting him in positions where he could score the basketball. The play calling from the Pelicans in this game was really catered to him. So here they ran this clear out play. He's going to set the off-ball screen for Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy's going to come out here and receive the pass, and then he's going to get that pass. He's going to enter it into Zion. He's going to set off-ball screen for Jose Alvarado. He's going to curl cut all the way to the corner, and then we're going to have an exit screen here from Tice, and Jose is going to come to the corner. But all of this is just rubbish for Zion to get a clear out right here in ISO. You see how they space the floor. Trey Murphy right here has turned into a star. Josh Giddey helps even a little bit. This is a guy that can shoot with range. Dalen Terry, you come over. That's Jordan Hawkins over there. This exit screen here by Tice. So if Zion would like to pass right here, this all ball screen, that is a horrible screen line. If they want to set this right here, Jose Alvarado is open, but Zion just takes it one-on-one. And the thing that made Zion, or that was super different about Zion, of course, the athleticism as a whole, but Zion's second jump, even though he's a generational athlete, he's only, 6'6", 6'5". He got his shot blocked a lot at his highest in the NBA. But that second jump, nobody got off the ground quicker than Zion Williamson on the second jump. And this was just great to see. Again, it's not as athletic as he used to be, but it's still super great to see. And again, just the activity level was off the charts by Zion. I don't remember him being this active on the ball defensively. Here with the dig on Patrick Williams, he misses the shot. They go back in transition. They get the ball. I don't know why Jalen Smith leaves Zion for Jordan Hawkins, even though he's a great shooter, but Zion was right beside him. Then this looked like an easy bucket. Zion goes over top of Josh Giddey, but again, the effort, the intensity, the activity, another great pass there to Trey Murphy. He doesn't hit it, but again, activity on offensive boards almost gets that one. And in this game, it was just so obvious to see that the offense just ran so much smoother when Zion was on the court. The Pelicans, the shooters of the Pelicans got got way more high quality looks when Zion was on the floor. Again, he had 9 assists, and this is the most underrated part of his game. Zion Williamson is a really good passer. It allows a point guard like DeJounte Murray to play off the ball more. It heightens the effectiveness of Trey Murphy. And again, the activity defensively, I swear to y'all, man, the years before this, like, Zion was his best attribute on the defense side of the ball was coming up on the help side and blocking shots. That may still be his best attribute, but the way he's been guarding on ball these last few games, like, he really wants to play defense. Almost stole the ball here from Coby White, gets back in time to Patrick Williams, slides his feet, stays in front of him. He does foul here, but it's just so great to see the activity from Zion after coming back from injury. And here we got the Pelicans on the fast break. This is a team that with Zion, like, any team that he gets on, the fast break aspect of that team gets so much better because, again, his most underrated skill is passing. And when Zion has the ball in transition, the first thing the defense does is they build a wall. The entire transition defense is catered to Zion Williamson. So watch Nikola Vucevic and watch rookie Modest Buzelis, right? They are going to run back, and they both stop above the three-point line to build a wall on Zion Williamson. This leaves Trey Murphy wide open, and Zion puts a lot right on him. And this was a next level rim read by Zion. This is why I say, again, his most underrated skill is his passing, because a lot of people just thought in college that he was just a strong guy. It was the same thing. Like, he was overpowering kids in high school, and people were like, when he gets to college, he won't be able to do that. He was overpowering kids in college. They say when he gets to the league, he definitely won't be able to do that. Got to the league, he's still doing the same shit. So people just thought that he was an athletic guy, but Zion really is a skilled basketball player that just happens to be a generational athlete. Right here, he sees the help coming by Modest Buzelis, gets around Coby White, but sees the help coming, lays it down to Trey Murphy. And Zion was just sizing this up the whole time, being patient until it's time to lift off, and he blocks his three by Coby White. And this Pelicans team is cursed. This organization might be cursed because this is, on paper, a surefire playoff team. The roster construction, like, it makes sense, but it has to be with Zion as the best player. And that is also on Zion some, like, sometimes he's coming out of shape. Sometimes he just doesn't look like he's ready to play basketball. And of course, the injuries. Everybody around him is also getting injured too. So it's a tough thing. But this is what the Pelicans envision as far as roster construction. Now, they've always wanted a 3-and-D big. Like, there's only a couple of them. There's Porzingis, there's Miles Turner. Like, that's hard to get. But with the guys that they drafted, like Trey Murphy, like Jordan Hawkins, this is what they envision. So you have a powerhouse and a guy that has so much gravity in Zion, right? He posts up. You got 3 people. Well, you have all 5 eyes on Zion. Hold up. I gotta get my flashlight out. Hold up. Every single Chicago Bull has their eyes on Zion Williamson. 3 are actually trying to come to trap Zion Williamson. You got Patrick Williams guarding him. Coby White just completely forgot about CJ McCollum. Josh Giddey is coming over off of Trey Murphy. And this is where the roster construction comes in at. You draft Trey Murphy because of the range that he has on his three-point shot and the defense. If you come off of Trey Murphy just a little bit, this is why you draft him, because he doesn't have to be right at the three-point line. If he was here, this is an easier closeout for Josh Giddey. He can shoot from deep. So anytime you leave him for Zion, it's an easy shot. And here I talked about them building a wall in transition when Zion has the ball. But when Zion doesn't have the ball in transition, one of the best play finishers in transition we have ever seen with the alley-oops. And here it was nice to see him get up in the double clutch dunk. All right, so we got Zion coming on sort of a hawk screen there from Trey Murphy. And again, he's going to get doubled because of how dominant he is. And this time he stays patient. He splits the double, sees how the defense is reacting on the weak side, sees CJ McCollum wide open, and he gets another assist. And this is the activity level you want to see from Zion Williamson. Now, he was fresh in his game. Again, he only played 23 minutes. But if he can keep this energy level from whenever he's on the court without the minutes restriction, this will really help the Pelicans. And they might be able, well, it's the Western Conference. They might be cooked either way because the injuries have dug them in such a hole. But this team, man, if they ever get healthy in a season, they can be really good. Especially with this top pick that they about to get. They could really add a guy. But here on his offensive rebound, Taylor Terry does a nice job of finding Zion Williamson. Just not able to box him out. Zion tips the ball to himself a couple times. And when you hustle, you earn looks. Zion immediately gets into the post. Taylor Terry cannot get over top of his body. It's just not going to happen. Tice eventually throws it up and he gets an and one. All right, so we got two straight really smart passes by Zion Williamson. Here he has an open lane, but he sees how the defense is shifting when he catches the ball. Jalen Smith converges, Patrick Williams converges, Josh Giddey is right here under the paint. He could have got dunked on. Like, this could have been dangerous, but he sees that everybody is shrinking into the paint. He lays it down, bounce pass, Jose Alvarado. He hits the corner three. Then we go back. I think Buzelis missed the three. Yeah, he misses this three. And Zion's gonna come back in transition again. Well, Jose Alvarado's gonna get the rebound, and then the trailer right there, behind the back to the trailer, Jose hits another one. All right, so the Pelicans run that same clear out play that they ran for Zion on their first offensive possession of the game. Again, you got Zion setting off ball screen for Trey Murphy. He's gonna come out and receive the ball. Yeah, he's gonna come out and receive the ball. Then you're gonna have the screen again right here for Jose Alvarado. He's gonna curl cut all the way to the corner just to space out. Trey Murphy is going to give the ball to Zion, and you see how much space the Pelicans are giving him. They are giving him the entire center of the court. Again, Trey Murphy right next to him. Taylor Horton-Tucker, you got to be aware that Trey Murphy can really hit this shot. Again, you got the exit screen here by Daniel Tice, so he can have another passing option right there. But this time, he just turns and he... And this was another reason why I can never get down with the crowd that was like, oh, he's just an athlete. The touch that he had around the basket. This is an incredibly tough shot, but this is shots that he used to make on a regular when he was healthy, and he's right back at it. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it in everyone that you can. Just get out there a little bit more. But I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.